Chapter 488. Alex nodded. Sean's situation was very clear to him. He had directly destroyed his nerves with infuriating energy. In other words, he would never be able to regain and restore his manhood in this lifetime. Paisel did not give him the magical pills, but even if Paisel had given him the pills, it would be completely useless. If Sean insisted on taking any medicine indiscriminately to try and restore his own manhood, it would only allow the medicine to continue accumulating in the nerves, which would ultimately lead to tissue necrosis. It seemed as though the Baker family was really in deep trouble this time. Sean was not only a difficult person, but he was also an evil person. He would never give up until he had completely destroyed the Baker family. At this time, Adam said, "The second young lord of the Whale family is now locked up at Millennium Psychiatric Hospital. It is said that he had come down with a very strange disease. He has to eat shit every hour, and if he does not, he'd feel as if he's dying." His father and brother had already flown into Oris Hill overnight, and they brought many mental and medical experts with them, but it seems to be completely useless. Now, they can barely sustain his life by feeding him shit every hour. As he spoke about this, Adam sighed as he said, "I can actually be considered a very well-informed and well-read person, but this is really the first time that I've ever heard of such a disease. If not for the videos that I've seen on social media, I'd never believe this to be true. This is really a very big and strange world." Alex nodded before he asked out of curiosity, "What are his father and brother doing?" Adam quickly replied, "The current head of the Whale family is Kotz's grandfather, Lord Whale. However, even though Lord Whale is still the current head of the Whale family, as the eldest son, Kotz's father, Fury Whale, had already begun taking over the family business on a large scale. This is not that surprising considering the fact that he would possibly be the next head of the Whale family." After that, Adam continued speaking, "As for Kotz's brother, Edward Whale, he has just graduated from Cambridge University the year before this, and he has just begun to take over part of the family business under Fury's guidance. Fury regards Edward as his heir, and he's nurturing Edward to take over his position in the far future." Alex nodded as he listened to Adam's words. He knew that the Whale family had a relatively strong background, and he knew that they could be considered as the most powerful family in the Western region. However, he was not afraid of the Whale family at all. He taught the second young lord of the Whale family a lesson because their son was a brutal and heartless scumbag. If the Whale family was not convinced and intended to pursue an investigation into the matter, then Alex really did not mind having some fun with them. At this time, Adam's car stopped in front of Alex's house. Alex pushed the car door open before he said slightly, "You have been running around all night. Thank you for your hard work. You should go back and have some rest now." Adam nodded in a hurry before he said, "Thank you for your concern, Mr. Anderson." After getting out of the car, the sky was already getting brighter. When Alex entered his house, he noticed that his wife, Emma, and his father-in-law were still fast asleep. He returned to his bedroom and he was relieved when he saw Emma sleeping soundly in bed. Because of the tragedy book, Alex's mental state was always very good and at its most optimum. Therefore, he would not feel tired at all even if he did not get to sleep all night. At this time, Alex took out the 500-year-old purple ginseng that he bought for $100 million from the auction last night. After that, he carefully observed it for a few moments. The superb purple ginseng had great medicinal strength, and it was more than enough for Alex to refine an even better rejuvenating pill. The medicinal effect of this rejuvenating pill was very magical, and it could even bring the dead back to life. If a dying person took this rejuvenating pill, he could be brought back to life and live for several years more. Moreover, if a person took this pill in their twilight years, they could possibly prolong their lives for another 10 years or more. Even if a healthy person took this pill, they could instantly make their body stronger, prevent diseases, and also make their own body resistant to all sorts of poison. To an ordinary person, this rejuvenating pill could be regarded as the most magical among all magic medicine. Alex's body was already much stronger compared to any ordinary person's, but if he made a rejuvenating pill and took it regularly, he could regulate his own body and he would be able to push his potential even further. Therefore, Alex decided to take some time today to prepare all the remaining herbs and materials that he needed to refine the rejuvenating pills.